Hello, Incredible One. Darnyelle Jervey here with your weekly Incredible Factor Moment tip. This week's tip comes from AskDarnyelle.com. So listen, before we even jump into this week's tip, I love getting and answering your questions. So if you have a question that's related to your mindset in your business, making money, attracting clients, marketing, business optimization, submit your question. I would love to answer your question. I will do it as a video and or an article, but I would absolutely love to answer your question. All you need to do is go to askdarnyelle.com. So this week's question is, I've had several promising conversations with prospective clients as well as referrals. How many times should I follow up with a prospective client? Should it be a combination of email and phone calls, or is one method better? So first and foremost, I love this question. We hear all the time the cliche that the fortune is in the follow-up, and I 100% agree that the fortune is in the follow-up. Where most entrepreneurs go wrong is they're not really clear how to follow up in a way where they shift where they're coming from, and instead of considering themselves a bother or a frustration to the prospect, if you change your come from and you come from service, it really does give you a great position. And it's a reminder, because here's the thing, people have lives and life happens to most people, and so they could have every good intention to call you back when they say they're going to call you back, but they don't. If you don't do your due diligence and follow up, you could be losing your next great client. And so my recommendation is that you absolutely follow up. And I do believe that you need to do a couple of different things. I believe that a combination of email and phone is best. I would even also add in there handwritten notes. You guys know how much I love them. And so my recommendation would be, of course, after you have the initial conversation, the discovery session or what have you, and you talk about working together, in that conversation, set an appropriate expectation. And so it might sound something like this: hey, Susie, listen, I really would love an opportunity to work with you, but I understand that you need a little bit more time to see how you can make this work. So what is a time frame that we should establish right now when we'll follow up? Do you need a day? Do you need a week? Do you need a month? Do you need a year? And then Susie's going to let you know how much time she needs. And then you say, okay, great, Susie. Well, in a month, on August the 2nd, I'm going to give you a call. What number should I give you a call on? Blah, blah, blah. You get the phone number. And what time of day is the best time for me to give you a call? Okay, great. At which point, you put it on your calendar to follow up with her. In the meantime, before you are having a conversation to touch base about where she is, and I'll walk you through some words to use in that conversation in a second, you might actually be going through the process of adding her to your email list. So she's starting to get your weekly easing. So you're staying top of mind with her, because a lot can happen in 30 days. And we want to create an environment for when 30 days come, it will actually allow you to really get exactly what you need in that situation, which is your brand new client. So you're going to add her to your list. That's kind of where the emails come in. Once August 2nd gets here, you're going to pick up the phone again, or at least that's my recommendation. Hey, Susie, it's Darnyelle. Listen, I had a note on my calendar to touch base with you today to see how things were going and if now was the right time to get started. You guys, I have to laugh because I was trying to be so calm, but the dogs are acting so crazy. But okay, we're going to keep going. We're just going to keep going. We're almost done. So, I thought I wanted to check with you and see if now was the right time for us to get started to work together. At which point, if you're talking to her, that's what you're going to say. If she does not answer, here's what you're going to leave on the message. Hey, Susie, it's Darnyelle, just calling to touch base with you. When you get a quick moment, will you please give me a quick call back? My recommendation is that you do not leave the reason for your call on the voicemail, because people are nosy and she will call you back. At which point you can talk to her about what you want to talk to her about. So that's my recommendation there. If you feel like you're getting the runaround from Susie, then I would recommend that you say something like, okay, Susie, well, I apologize. I thought you were really at the point where you were ready to work together, and it seems like that's not where you are. Here's the thing. I only work with clients who are ready, willing, and able right now to bring transformation into their lives through working with me. So if that's not where you are right now, that's okay. Let's touch base. So when you get to that point, why don't you reach back out to me and we can proceed from there? In the event that you have that conversation, I would keep them on your low-hanging fruit list, but I wouldn't be continuing to communicate with them outside of your weekly easing. But again, my recommendation, let me tell you where I'd probably throw a handwritten note in. So after you get off the phone with her the very first time is when that handwritten note will go into the mail right away. Susie, oh my goodness, I enjoyed speaking with you. It was really, really great. I'm looking forward to working together. I'll reach out to you in a month or so. Take care, be incredible. Of course, that's how I would do it. So handwritten note right after the conversation, add them to your easing list, and then follow up via the phone based on what you said. If you get them on the phone, have the conversation, overcome the objections, set a new time frame for when you should follow up. And here's the thing, you have got to stick to whatever time frame you set to follow up with them. My recommendation is always going to be that you do it via the phone first, and then you add the other options in. So this has been Darnyelle A. Jervey with your weekly Incredible Factor tip, plus Latte and her buddy Emerald in the background acting crazy. If you enjoyed this tip and it's helping you to better appropriate the follow-up system that you will utilize to grow your business, will you leave us a positive tip below so we can know how this helped you? And if you are not receiving our weekly easing, the Incredible Factor, I invite you to go to our website and opt in. We've got some new exciting information that we want to share with you, a new CD that we want to send out to you in the mail. So we invite you to go and do that. As with everything, be better, be stronger, be incredible. I'll see you guys next week with a little bit less chaos going on in the background. Take care.